So I was browsing social media and I saw something on there where someone was saying, and I agree with them to some degree. They were saying that no one can save you. Only you can save yourself. And I agree with that on some level, because when it comes down to it, you can lead a horse to water, but can you make the horse drink? So when the person was saying that, they could have been saying it in that context, or they could have just been what the average one of you has been up to this point, very defiant, right? And you're going to stand your ground against the Most High, right? You're going to reason that you don't have to give him the praise. You praise who you want. You do what you want, right? You're living in this apartment, your shabby ass apartment of a existence, because you're filthy and you're not paying rent, haven't paid rent. The landlord is about to evict your asses and you're still talking shit. So this person reasons that no one can save you, only you can save yourselves. And they're right about that on that level. But the Most High is the only one who can grant you salvation. And if this is going to be done away with, where are you going, folks? Do you want salvation, or do you want the hellish world? You guys follow people, and all of this, like I said, in this day will be revealed, and it's starting to all be revealed, right? The Most High said that in this time, all of this stuff will come to surface. All of the people, like I told you, that janitor who's really the one calling the shots. And that plays out in many ways, folks. You guys don't understand because you have limited minds, right? The greater possibility that will be. So you hold on to your dark energy and save yourselves, folks. Since you can save yourselves, you're going to save yourselves at this point, right? Meaning with physical might, which is bullshit, or any way you think conscious, hey, great one. Hey, great one. Any way that you think that you're going to pull this off, it's foolishness. So I say to you folks, save yourselves. What I also say, because I'm tired of going back and forth with this stuff, it's like a game. I don't have any authority, folks. I'm tired of talking. I have one more video that the Most High needs some things for you to know. I'm going to say those things. You don't have to do it. You don't have to agree. You can talk shit. I'm not going to respond to you. You'll not hear any more from me after this, because you're going to see what you're going to see, what you wanted to see. So from this day forward, let this be said. Anyone who has a problem with the Most High, with his message, with what's going on, anything, you call out to him, because he is holding the cards. He is the ultimate authority, right? If you think you're in opposition to him and you're going to fight him, then fight him. Take it to fight to him immediately. I challenge any of you in the world society, because this is it. Any of you, whether you're in supposed high places or low places, any of you, if you have a problem with the Most High, you're going to take it up with him. Anything that you say in reference to what the Most High is going to do will be perceived as a slight to the Most High, and you will be immediately dealt with. Let this be said this day going forward, because y'all think the Most High is a joke. You don't get to talk shit to the being who's giving you your breath of life. You don't get to decide your fate when it's already been decided. Do you understand me? And you will bear witness. You've bore witness to all of this shit that's happened up to this point, which is still happening, and you still reason that you can handle this, or that man is the proper authority that can deal with this, and you think you are. So you do your little surveillances and you play your games when I keep telling you, do you want to be able to have the ability to even do these things? You're playing a game. God is going to continuously do what he said he was going to do, that you're preaching because you're false prophets. And this is all going to tell a tale. This is all has come out now. All of you people, in any way that you're spiritual people, any of you people who are trying to resist because of your egos or what you perceive in the messenger, who is only merely giving you a fucking message, but you're bearing witness to real shit. The people who are dealing with the real shit are dealing with. You know what I'm talking about. So you think you can save yourselves. You're not even calling out at this very point. This is what was going to come. This is what was going to happen. This is what you guys were preaching and still are preaching. And so yet I get ignored. And that's fair, because you're all demoniacs. Guess what, folks? The Lord knows this story. The 5 people that see this video are the 5 people that were supposed to see the video. The majority of you are drinking Kool-Aid. You're following people who have no real authority, who want to let you know this. I told you, since you believe you're an authority, I bind you in all of these ways. You're the ultimate authorities, right? God is saying this. He is holding your hands. Immediately, if you have intentions of evil in your heart, because notice how I always put that with the intentions. When you're dealing with a narcissist, folks, a fucking fool, he cannot reason that his actions are causing the pain. His actions are the problem. So when someone stands up and tells these people what's not going to happen, because the real authority spoke it, folks. The Most High Source Creator spoke it. You people think you can challenge him. So you know what? Like I told you. Because I'm very excited about this. This is going forward, and this is a glorious day for me, folks. This is going to go forward. The best of you want this day. You get what I'm saying? Can you not look around and read out amongst yourselves and see that those of you who want to see God are not going to question him? You were waiting for this, right? Those in hiding are now in fear because they know that this is real, folks. I'm just a regular person. I have to pay these bills in society and do things just like regular people, just like you. But I'm telling you that the Most High stated that there's going to be a new day to that. All of those systems are evil. If they're held by hands of evil, folks, the Lord is doing away with the evil. You can be on board or not. This is your choice. So going forward, any of you, whether you're regular people or you're high people or of your perceptions, if you speak on anything that is in opposition to the Most High, even in your consciousness, because here's where we're going with this. I want to show you how mighty the Most High hands is without even playing a game at this point. Because I told you he's holding your life, and you know that. You're preaching it, right? So if you're preaching it, we're going to put your money, because you love that money, where your fucking mouths are. All of you. In your conscious minds. The minute that you speak out against the Most High on any level where you challenge him, he will immediately show you that he is God. Because this is the reckoning, folks. He could have just destroyed you yesterday or something. You don't even understand this. So everything is going forward because he has spoken those things. You're seeing everything you're getting, and you're sitting here listening to some shit wiping underarm funker on television tell you where things are going to go and what's going to happen. And I told you, responsible hands, folks, the Most High. He writes the story, folks. Not you guys. You've held on and you've done evil and given people pain for this long, and it's time for the pain to end, folks. Your reigns of terror are over. If you have evil in your hearts, that is over. And that's all I've ever said on this channel. So if you go back and look at my archives, or maybe the thousands of videos I've done, and I've said enough when I think about every day covering bad behavior of your society, showing you yourselves every day in the mirror, talking about my own self and my ways where I had to improve myself, reaching for God, ultimately finding the Most High because the Most High came to me. So now I understand what this is about. This is about the last days. All of you who have preached this are talking cash shit, but we're going to back this up. Since the Most High holds your life, and you know I'm just some person. You're in your homes, you're in your beds, you're everywhere you are in this world society, walking around on the grounds that Mother Earth is holding, talking about you're going to save yourselves. While you have faith in Mother Earth to hold that ground up to keep you from falling, you fucking fools. So putting your money where your mouth is you saying that you can protect yourselves and you don't have to worry about anything, right? You're the ultimate hand. You decide your own fate, even at the very gates, which are the Most High himself. He is the salvation, folks. He is everything. So when you're talking about heaven, you're talking about his body entering his greater vessel, folks. That's what the heavens are, folks. You do not have keys unless he gives you a key, folks. It's fact. So going forward, everything is going to continuously happen. And there are places that haven't previously gotten storms. And I'm not going to speak on these great places. But these great places who boast that their hand keeps them from this and that, and you guys play these games and you try to do these little witchcraft things and all that, the Most High will smack the shit out y'all. Do you understand? You're going to bear witness. You are bound in any way that you use your evil intentions, whether it be through your heart, conscience, physical, weaponry, any foolishness, because you're fools. The game is over. The Lord can snap his fingers right now, and this could be the last video you ever see in history or existence. The Lord has that kind of ability, and he will show you. Any of you who speak out in his name in anywhere in defiance, because I've already told you what he said. You can ignore me, that's your choice, but you will deal with the consequences immediately. If you got a problem with those consequences, guess who you take it up with? Guess who you look up to and shout out to? And you will immediately get what you're dealt immediately, since you want that. You want your judgments immediately, don't you? You want the Most High to show you he's God. I give you praise, Lord. Thank you, God. I say your mighty name, Lord. The evil will not triumph. The evil will fall, folks. This has been said and you've said it. Your own mouths have said it. The very false profiting that you've preached will strangle you with your own hands, right? The very words that you preach every day when you say that the Lord is coming back will be the very things that happen, folks. So going forward, I bind you in all ways of evil. If you speak evil in your hearts about the Most High, if you try to challenge with any of your consciences, because he's watching all of you, and I told you he's perfectly situated in your hearts. And what that means is that even in your sleep, he knows who you are. If you think this is a joke, play me for a joke. Try me, right? See, you guys are narcissists, and when I talk, because I speak on some level of authority, it irritates you. Because you know that you can't do anything when the Most High is involved in this. And that bothers you that I'm saying these things. But remember, nothing I'm saying is illogical, folks. I told you that you're taking from people. You really are. The Most High seeing this. Those of you who don't agree with that, look up to the heavens and tell the Most High you don't agree with that, and show you right now on the spot that what he's doing is wrong, and challenge him on the spot. I dare any of you. From this point going forward, it's been said. Any of your weapons and bases and places that you're doing things, because Mother Earth is holding your world and you're trying to challenge her, you're disrespecting her. This is personal to her. You understand what I'm saying to you? You do what you want to do, and without no consequence up until this point. So those of you who don't appreciate the grounds that you stand on, any of you who speak out of context to the one source, Most High Creator, who created it all, including the ground you stand on, including the being who's holding the ground you're standing on. And because you haven't paid her a dime, you're going to pay her in this fashion. If you don't give your praise to the Most High, and you speak on her or speak in ways that you have authority over nature itself, which is her, I know her personally, folks, then you will suffer the consequences on greater and greater levels, and it will increase until you can't even pretend it's not real. See? The Most High does not owe you anything. You owe him rent, folks. You owe him rent. You understand? The great ones don't owe you anything. You owe them the praise of giving to the Most High, which is their demand of you. This is why they give you a place. So if you don't want to pay them for the apartment, get the fuck out. And that's what's going to happen. You're getting evicted. See, this is what the reckoning is all about, folks. Eviction. Eviction of lower energy and people who are not capable of meeting a vibration to sustain a better society. When you're suppressing people and taking from them because you're demons and you're evil and selfish, people feel pain. People who really pray to God and know that he's God feel his pain. God is not thinking about you demons. He's helping. It could be 3 people in the world that pray to him. If they are righteous in their heart and all of you aren't, you are going to get dealt with anyway. You're not getting it, folks. So the Lord will save and rescue all people, folks, who need the justice. And it's coming. You know how karma works. The best of you spiritual teachers will say karma is real and this and that. But do you not reason that if you do evil, that there has to be a reset to the evil? Am I being logical, folks? So going forward, you are bound in all ways of evil. I just had to say this. This is the last time I would do this. The next video I do will simply be about the last installment that the Most High needs you to know. After that, I'm not saying anything else. I'm just going to tell you what you've done. I'm not going to try to challenge you or anything. Go forward, get your popcorn. You love popcorn, right? Get your popcorn. You're going to enjoy the show. Those of you who want to defy God and tell him that you had the way, well, you're going to get your opportunity to tell him. You can look at him right now. I told you that. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. Any of you, in high authority, any of you. If you try to do anything with evil intentions in your heart, the Most High is present and he will deal with you immediately. This is said going forward, any of you. If you think this is a joke, if you got a problem, look at the heavens. The heavens are holding the ground you're walking on. I'm telling you. You're talking shit. You're doing all these rituals thinking you can do something and offset God. God will smash you fools, and you will bear witness. If you're on board and you want the salvation, keep on listening, folks. I got one more video. After this, I'm not saying anything else. I'm not helping anybody because I've already said everything, and you guys are preaching this. If you want to know something, since your books can save you, since you can save you, then you have the answers to this problem, don't you? Remember, I'm dealing with the great ones, folks. I'm going to be fine regardless, folks. As long as I hold on to the Most High. As long as you hold on to him. That's what I'm saying, folks. That's the better thing to say. As long as you hold on to him, you will be fine. But if you want to defy him and cultivate your own versions of what he wants from you, and you're not willing to submit to his will, then you're part of the lot of trash that has to be cast. It's a fact, folks. So I'm not coming on here. I know y'all think I want a sensation. I just like to be heard or something. These are inspirational times when I do this, folks. Right? This is very important. Everything is still going forward and it will not stop. I told you this. Did I not say this? Y'all going to get some water back very soon, right? Maybe 2 days from now, something like that. And the people who got that water, you're going to give praise to the Most High because he gave you that water that you greatly needed. And man could not give it to you. And that's the point I'm trying to make you see. If you don't realize it, you're going to be cast with the trash. He's already said this. Those in that country or anywhere, you guys are preaching this. Go back and look at your doctrines and read in the last chapter. I don't want y'all to pay attention to any other chapters in these books now. Go to your end of your books for any of you, any religions, any of your things you got. Look in your last books, and the truth of those things are the Most High. He's going to reveal himself. He's brought you all of this stuff. He's going to give you this water back. You are bound. No more fighting. All of this stuff is coming to an end, folks. If you want to be part of the trash, you got to go with the trash. If you want a better day in salvation, get out of your fucking ego. Stop looking at the messenger because God can see that in your hearts. If you speak in ill consciousness of the Most High in any way, he will know and he will show you immediately. I said this going forward. If you try to use weapons for evil intentions or do anything evil, your monies, if you're greedy, you will lose for every time you take all of the evils just to show you how evil you are. And because you're a narcissist, you're going to keep doing it over and over again, trying to get something different to happen. And it's going to just choke you. And you're going to keep choking yourself until what happens. Ultimately, this is the reckoning, folks. The best of you know this. Pray to God. Give him your praise. I'll be back to talk for this last video. Y'all take care.